go. Keep it going. Good job, guys. All right, Paul. I see you. All right, Travis. Finish on. Good call.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, and good morning. It's Monday, the 25th of November. It's day 4 on our journey to conquer 2020. And during this process towards the end of 2019, I'm going to be sharing some quotes and some questions and some hints and some tips on how you can drive towards the best you. And today's quote comes from Terry Pratchett. And the quote is a real simple one. The worst thing you can do is do nothing. All right? Pretty simple. The worst thing you can do is do nothing. There is a real cost to us when we do nothing. You know, a real cost. And believe me when I tell you, doing nothing is ultimately a choice. There are times that we may feel there's nothing we can do about a situation. There's nothing we can do around a circumstance. But when we're faced with a crossroads sort of life decision and we don't make it and we choose to do nothing, that's a choice. We've made a choice. And often the choice that we make is to ignore our pain, to ignore discouragement, to ignore our disconnect, our discontent. You know, we make a choice to do nothing about it. We make a choice. And for most of us, we do it far too often. Maybe you can sense that when you've chosen to do nothing because making a choice was maybe too hard or uncomfortable. But maybe it was a choice that we should have made. Instead, we made a choice to do nothing. Instead of making a choice, we don't. Instead of setting that jaw and moving forward, doing something new, we stick with the comfort of what we know, even though what we know causes us pain. Often we tell ourselves it's better the devil we know than going out and trying something new, embracing something that's new, exciting. It could be something amazing that's just around the corner if you go on a new path. But instead we withdraw back into what we know and we tell ourselves, well, it's better the devil we know. And that's frustrating to each and every one of us because we know we're in pain, we know we're pissed off, but often we make a choice to do nothing. The worst thing that you can do is do nothing. Doing nothing, not changing anything. Now that's a choice. And ultimately there is a real cost to doing nothing. A real cost. So if you're looking, dreaming, planning to get out of wherever you are, to build something amazing, doing nothing's won't cut it. Doing nothing won't cut it. Now, there's many reasons why we choose to do nothing. One could be about our own level of motivation, for example. And this Thursday, we've got that webinar that you'll see the link in the description of the Facebook Live. Register. Let's find out. Let's kickstart some motivation. I'd love to see you there. But one of the other reasons why we don't do nothing is because we're afraid to let go. We're afraid to let go. We're afraid to let go of something that maybe we even hold pretty dear to ourselves. Let me share a story. These are the shoes that I ran the New York Marathon in. These are the shoes. They still look in pretty good nick, don't they? All right? But they've done over 860 kilometers. And you can see that when you start looking at the back, on the sole. You can see the work that they've actually done. Now, I love these shoes. These are Asics Kayano 23s, and they got me through the New York Marathon. They've done over 860 kilometers, and it's getting close to that time where I've got to let them go. Now, unlike many runners, I'll have a number of pairs of shoes in rotation. So no matter how much I love putting these on, I know that they're getting to their use-by date. They're starting to get thinner. They're starting to lose a bit of their responsiveness. So in the rotation of my shoes, these are for my slow runs, my recovery runs potentially, my shorter runs, potentially just my walks. Because they've got to the stage where even though they're still in fairly good nick, I've got to let them go. And the memory of running the New York Marathon is more than just the shoes, even though these shoes were part of that journey. I've got to learn to say, let something go. And it's like that with everything that we do in our lives. There are things that we struggle to let go of when we know that we should. And sometimes what that means is that we choose to do nothing new. We choose to do no changes in our life because of the comfort that we feel within a situation, within people, even though those people may not ultimately be the most healthy options, or those circumstances may not necessarily be the healthy options that you need. I hope you've taken something away. It's Monday, November 25, on our way to conquering 2020, day 4. Sign up for the webinar. You'll see the link in the descriptions, and I will see you all tomorrow.